Major themes in the Book of Ecclesiastes. The Book of Ecclesiastes presents a sober and penetrating examination of human existence, confronting the limits of earthly pursuits and directing the reader toward a God-centered understanding of meaning. Speaking from the perspective of one who has tested life in all its dimensions, the book exposes the inadequacy of human effort to secure lasting fulfillment. Its reflections are grounded in lived experience and culminate in a call to reverent obedience to God. The book opens with its governing theme, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. The word translated vanity conveys the image of a vapor, brief, insubstantial, and impossible to grasp. Throughout Ecclesiastes, human endeavors such as labor, pleasure, wisdom, and wealth are examined and found wanting. The teacher confesses, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and indeed, all is vanity and grasping for the wind. Life pursued as an end in itself, disconnected from God, ultimately proves empty. Central to this message is the repeated phrase under the sun, which describes life viewed strictly from an earthly perspective. When existence is interpreted only through what is visible and temporal, it appears repetitive and futile. What profit has a man from all his labor in which he toils under the sun? The cyclical nature of creation reinforces this sense of weariness. The sun also rises, and the sun goes down. These observations highlight the insufficiency of a worldview that excludes God's eternal purposes. Ecclesiastes also emphasizes the limits of human wisdom. Although wisdom is better than folly, it cannot overcome life's fundamental frustrations. The teacher admits, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he who increases knowledge increases sorrow. Even the wise cannot fully comprehend God's work. No one can find out the work that God does from beginning to end. Wisdom exposes reality but cannot redeem it, revealing humanity's dependence on divine revelation. The certainty of death further intensifies the book's realism. Death comes to all, regardless of righteousness or skill. One thing happens to them all, as is the good one, so is the sinner. The teacher observes that both humans and animals share the same fate, all go to one place, all are from the dust, and all return to dust. This sobering truth strips away illusions of control and forces the reader to confront the brevity of life. There is a time to be born, and a time to die. Yet Ecclesiastes does not counsel despair. Interwoven throughout the book is an affirmation of the proper enjoyment of life's simple gifts. The teacher declares, nothing is better for a man than that he should eat and drink, and that his soul should enjoy good in his labor. This also, I saw, was from the hand of God. Joy is not found in endless striving, but in receiving daily blessings with gratitude. It is the gift of God. The book also underscores God's sovereignty over time and human affairs. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 announces, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. Though humans cannot alter or fully understand God's plans, they are called to trust Him. Whatever God does, it shall be forever. Nothing can be added to it, and nothing taken from it. God does it, that men should fear before Him. God's control over time provides order amid life's uncertainties. Ecclesiastes does not ignore the harsh realities of injustice and suffering. The teacher observes, I saw all the oppression that is done under the sun, and look. The tears of the oppressed, but they have no comforter. He also notes corruption in places of authority. In the place of judgment, wickedness was there. These observations acknowledge the brokenness of the world and the inadequacy of human systems to deliver lasting justice. This awareness leads to the book's emphasis on accountability before God. Though injustice may prevail temporarily, it will not endure forever. God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. Human actions are never meaningless, even when their consequences are delayed. The book concludes with its clearest and most decisive statement of purpose. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep His commandments, for this is man's all. Reverent awe toward God, expressed through obedience, is presented as the true foundation of life. This fear is grounded in the certainty of divine judgment, for God will bring every work into judgment, including every secret thing, whether good or evil. In summary, Ecclesiastes exposes the emptiness of life pursued apart from God, confronts the reality of death and injustice, and affirms God's sovereign authority over time and human affairs. It calls readers to abandon self-reliance, to enjoy God's gifts with gratitude, and to live in reverent obedience before Him. Meaning is not found in striving under the sun, but in fearing God and living according to His will.